Good morning, everyone, and greetings in the precious name of Jesus. Welcome to Share the Word. Remember to subscribe to this channel by clicking the link below, and do not forget to share the Word with someone in your world today. We take our reading from Ephesians chapter 6 and from verse 10. God gave us the greatest armor against the devil, His armor. Verse 10 tells us, finally, be strong in the Lord and in His mighty power. Put on the full armor of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. Therefore, put on the full armor of God so that when the day of evil comes, you may be able to stand your ground, and after you have done everything, to stand. Family, friend, as Christians, we are thrust into a spiritual war. Our enemy isn't flesh and blood, but the devil who conspires to destroy God's people. It's a spiritual war. Throughout the world today, these dark forces work, blinding the eyes of humanity to the truth and destroying the lives of God's image bearers in hatred, and attacking God's people who walk as children of light to expose the deeds of darkness. Friend, the world is oblivious to this holy war. As Christians, we must recognize our enemy, identify his schemes, and withstand his assault. And as Paul urges us, the church, to be strong in the Lord and in the strength of His might. We've learned that God bestows His strength by equipping us with His armor. And so Paul uses the illustration of a Roman soldier's armor as a metaphor to urge us to be prepared, to be ready, and defend for the battle. But in our age, this modern warfare, we can look at this ancient technology as silly and ineffective. Why would I want the belt of truth when I can wear tactical camouflage? How about a bulletproof vest instead of a breastplate of righteousness? What about an armored tank instead of the helmet of salvation? An M16 instead of the sword of the Spirit? But even though an iron shield might not be an adequate defense for today's drone strikes, the image of the Roman soldier's outfit provides us, the believer, with a timeless description of the whole armor of God that every generation of Christians must equip. Paul spent a large portion of his ministry under arrest. And as he writes Ephesians, Paul is in chains. He's in prison under guard by a Roman soldier. Perhaps he pens this letter. He does so with a soldier standing in front of him, guarding him. In preparation for Ephesians, for defense against Satan's schemes, Paul urges us, the church, to put on the whole armor of God. And he mentioned the 6 pieces of equipment that is required. Number 1, the belt of truth. Number 2, the breastplate of righteousness. Number 3, the shoes of peace. Number 4, the shield of faith. Number 5, the helmet of salvation. And number 6, the sword of the Spirit. As of today, let's look at each piece of this armor so that we might equip ourselves correctly for the spiritual battles that lie ahead of us. Family, friend, have a blessed day, and I'll see you tomorrow.